Got a question for you. What are you gonna do if you see a guy like me walking down the street, you know, towards you and your family, towards you and your kids, and I walk up and approach you like I've got something I want to say or do? 9 out of 10 people, when they see me approaching them, they judge me based strictly off my appearance and they don't give me a chance to talk. Well, what you see here is a product of who I used to be, who I was before I died with Christ. What you see here is a product of a hard life lived, which ultimately every step in my life led up to my point of redemption with Christ. Unfortunately, it seems that the majority of the people that I bump into judge me based off my looks alone, and they aren't able to receive that which I have to give. I don't have it to give. God has it to give through me. The thing is, if you sit in that kind of judgment of someone, how are you going to know what they know? How are you going to know the wisdom and understanding that they may have? If you sit in that kind of judgment of people, do you deserve the wisdom of understanding and knowledge? Do you deserve to know what somebody like myself knows? Now, see, the thing is, over a long period of time since Christ came to the earth, Jesus Christ was born, Jesus Christ did his ministry, he was crucified. That brought in the apostles to do the ministry. Now, from the point when the original apostles died, Christianity started losing flavor over the years, and man started putting his dirty little fingers in a beautiful thing and started turning it into what it is today. Now, what has happened is that what you have now in mainstream Christianity is a watered down wannabe version of a true faith that I profess. Okay, now the thing is, over this period of time, it's lost so much flavor that it's not even a shadow of what it used to be. So what I do is I give instruction on wisdom. I give instruction on how to commune directly with the Lord, because do you think that we were, as a creation, created to go to one single person who connects with God, or do you think we were created for each individual to connect with God? Now, what I'm trying to say is, you want to judge me on my appearance? Yeah, I look rough. I have certain looks about me. I am who I am, though, and it's all led up to who I am now, and who I am now as a creation of God. And as this creation of God, God has given me the wisdom of understanding and knowledge and the ability to teach that which he needs to be taught. Okay, so that being said, I don't teach anything. I give instruction on wisdom. I give a deeper understanding and broader knowledge of that which you need to pray for in order to be able to receive the kind of wisdom from God that I've received. I've had zero fellowship. Okay, let me rephrase. I've had zero to little fellowship throughout my year and a half of being saved, of being with Christ. And there's a reason for that. I've been held on the back burner for so long, and there have been points in time where I sat here and thought to myself, why am I in such extreme solitude? Why am I not able to fellowship the way other Christians are able to fellowship? But at the same point that I was questioning that, it wasn't clicking with me that I was in direct communion with the Lord. It wasn't clicking with me that I was gaining massive downloads of information which came with a vision which played out in my life over a period of time. It never clicked with me that what was going on was I was being stuffed full of information so that when Papa told me to speak on it, I could speak on it, and now I'm speaking on it. And are you going to judge me based off my looks, or are you going to listen to what I have to say, because I'm ready to talk? The first thing in instruction and wisdom is the having the humility to be able to receive said instruction. And my first instruction is, do you understand that Jesus Christ came to this world as the perfect atonement for sin sacrifice? Now, that being said, when we were created, Adam invited death through sin into the world, which is why we all have a ticket to punch, which is why every single person on this planet dies. Now, that being said, God ended up establishing the law with Moses, And that establishment of the law was a contrast so that people would know they were sinning, because up to the point of Moses establishing, or God establishing the law through Moses, people weren't aware of their sin because there was nothing to compare their sin to. So God established the law to give the contrast, which created sin. Okay, so the fulfillment of the law came when Christ came as a sacrifice, and when he let loose his spirit, it flooded the earth. When he let loose his spirit, it fulfilled the law. It fulfilled the sacrifice needed to atone for man's sin, and it reestablished a connection between man and God. Now, with that understanding, if you want to receive the instruction on wisdom that I have to offer, I have to know, do you willingly accept and allow the Spirit of Christ to dwell in your heart? With the understanding that that's not all she wrote. You have to understand that when you accept Christ into your heart, that you have to conform to Christ. You have to allow Christ to mold your mindset into the heavenly mindset that you need to go to heaven. And that's a lot of the purpose of the Great Tribulation, is so that people will draw close to God and really get close. Now, if you think that you're above the Great Tribulation, if you think that you're not a sinner to the point where you need some rust knocked off you, that's the exact kind of pride that God is trying to do away with. Now, you have to conform to the way of Christ. When you allow Christ into your heart, you have to repent. You have to do the upkeep involved with that. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Now, with the understanding of why Christ is here, of why Christ was sacrificed, with the knowledge of his purpose and the need to repent and allow yourself to conform to the ways of Christ, I'm going to give you the first thing that you need to pray for. And the first thing that you need to pray for on a daily basis, with the faith and understanding that you're going to receive it, is you need to ask God to teach you Christianity himself. Because what man has done to Christianity, it's a travesty. It's sad. It breaks my heart, because I sit here and look at mainstream and I see all these Christians going about their daily life. They go to church, they worship, they praise, and then the minute they leave their faith at the door, and their actions throughout the week are the complete opposite of what they profess in that church. Well, you know what? The body is the temple, not a building. Anyone that says that you have to go to church to be saved, I'm sorry, but that's a lie. Now, the thing is, God, the creator of creation itself, has the ability to teach you Christianity. He has the ability to teach you his faith. And what I'm saying is, every day, with the faith that it will be done, start praying and asking God to teach you his Christianity. Because with the Christianity that you know, I can almost guarantee you is a fallacy and a farce and a shell of what faith used to be. I give instruction on wisdom. God has given me the understanding of wisdom, the wisdom of understanding and knowledge. He's tasked me with New Jerusalem ministry. And what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get you in touch with God directly. You don't need a pastor or a minister to get you in to guide you through spirituality, when God is wanting to do it himself directly. Start praying every day and asking God to teach you Christianity. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a Bible, and begin asking God daily, on a daily basis, multiple times a day, for the revelation of the Holy Canon. What the revelation of the Holy Canon is, it's a revelation of reading the Bible, allowing it to plant seeds, and then God growing those seeds to where you don't need to memorize the Bible, and instead of memorizing the Bible, by default through revelation, you start living the Bible. I'm not a teacher. I just tell you what to ask for. What I'm saying is, get on your face, thank God for what you have now, and ask him to teach you Christianity yourself, and ask God for the revelation of the Holy Bible, because you'll receive it, and that starts your instruction on wisdom. And I will release videos in the near future giving you more things to pray and ask for. Do this now, and you'll start seeing results within a month. I'm telling you, direct communion with the Lord, and all it takes is a few minutes of prayer a day. I'm telling you. New Jerusalem Ministry, testify. I'll see you later.